When I was 12 years old, I got a pair of rollerblades for Christmas called the K2 Fatty. And I was super stoked because this present was a hot item at the time because this was during the rise of rollerblading, or as ESPN would call it, aggressive inline. From about the ages of 12 to 17, I totally fell in love with skating. In fact, my only childhood dream was to become a professional stunt rollerblader, so when I turned 18 years old, I moved to San Diego, California to pursue this lifelong dream. Just 1 year later, I entered into the Aggressive Skating Association's North American World Championship and placed 7th. Top 10 turned pro, so I became a professional stunt rollerblader. Shortly after that, I signed a contract with Team Rollerblade USA and skated professionally until I was 24. I eventually stopped skating professionally when I entered into my 3rd year as a pre-med biology student. I just couldn't really figure out how to spend my time focused on one or the other.
Turns out that I was really doing one or the other. I got so into the science, man, that I couldn't skate anymore.
I had to focus so intently on school, there just really wasn't enough time to do both. But I did graduate with a 3.92 GPA. Fast forward another 10 years, and while I don't do topsoul 360 topsoul 540 out on handrails anymore, I still do skate for fun sometimes on my Razor skates. And so I came out with my homeboy Jeff. There you go. And we just want to kind of tool around and do some easy tricks, just to kind of get in the field, get back in the game. We're like going back like 20 years, by the way, but this feels really good. Still happening. And one day after a blade sesh, I started thinking, would it be possible to strap large rockets on the side of my skates? And would this give me enough juice to actually go any faster? The first step was to go down to Sunshine Distribution, my old sponsor, and see if we could get the proper gear for this experiment. Jeff Akers, everyone. How do we actually know each other?
Just from skating.
I've like literally known this guy for almost 2 decades. Back into the warehouse. This is like, for skaters, this is like going to like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You just have rows and rows of product that like junior Nick Uhas used to dream of. All right, here we go. Oh wow, good color too.
Kind of match your skates.
Dude, these
There's
are
a little
sick.
bit of bearing oil in there, I guess.
Do these go faster?
It takes a little bit more energy to get them up to speed, but once you actually get the momentum going, it's easier to keep it going with the larger wheel.
So like, let's say for example, like I started at like, as I was already moving forward a little bit, do you think this would be the better option?
Yeah.
I think Jeff is just apprehensive to say that strapping rockets onto their rollerblades is a good idea.
No, I just don't really trust your skill.
I'm burned. We decided to use these ultra high frames with large wheels so that we would have enough room to put the rocket next to the skate without it dragging on the ground. The second step in this process was to hit up my good buddy Rob to create a CAD image of what we were looking to design from this really terrible sketch that I made. The genius, the man, the myth, mystery, the engineer, the welder.
No, that's the dog.
Oh. So my idea was to create something, this would obviously extend down here.
You got your force only on one side and it's off the axis of the wheel, so you'll be introducing leverage. It's going to be trying to push it in this direction.
It'll be fairly easy to build, I don't know how well it's going to work. There's a reason that no one's built rocket skates up to this point.
Rob did a fantastic job creating something way better than what I drew on paper. We made these frame wings out of aluminum and added spaces in between as a weight reduction measure. We then added an adjustable fastener to the top of the wing so that we could use different sized rocket engines. We're doing this because rockets double in power every time you go up a class, which are labeled alphabetically. We're starting at C and we're gonna go up to E. Since Rob pointed out that most of the force would ultimately end up on the chassis of the wheels, we made sure to connect the rocket engine wing to both the bottom of the boot for support, but also the side of the skate frame to get the most energy transfer straight to where it would matter. The next step in this experiment is to get some hands-on experience with rockets because up until right now, I've never fired a rocket. All right, so we came out to the Funk Bros house, or Funk Bro house.
I'm Corey.
They have a ton of experience with action sports, so I thought this made total sense. So I figured we'd actually go out to the desert first, shoot off some model rockets, then get into the rocket rollerblades.
Well, it's gonna be fun, let's do it.
All right, so there's a spot on Google Maps that we found that looked mostly dirt. We don't want to catch any of the brush on fire, Avi, so that's where we're gonna go.
Rocket, world's first.
Okay. The rocket is now set up. We have the recovery wadding in there. We have the actual rocket engine in there. This wire is gonna go back to 4 AA batteries. That is a controller. That'll send an electrical signal here that will spark the igniter, and then that will send the rocket up into the air.
Ready, let's do it, Nick.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! It worked! Catch it! Catch it! Oh, it's coming right towards us!
I'd say that was a success.
Dude, that was great! That literally worked perfectly. Okay, a total success. It shot, it did all of its little rocketry things. I feel really comfortable even with just that one shot that I think it's time to work up to the actual rollerblades.
I'm up for it, let's do it.
All right, so this is our rocket rollerblade with some training wheels on the side, and then we added this steel L bracket and then taped it all the way across. Now, the idea for this is we just want to get a good idea about what the rocket will do with the rollerblade itself. A lot of good information will come out of this test, and then we'll be prepared to actually strap them on our feet. In 3, 2, 1. That was really loud. That was much louder than anticipated.
Dang.
I feel like I need like earplugs for that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The test was successful. It went in a straight line.
Somewhat.
Kind of.
But don't worry, we'll point ourselves in the direction we need to go. The boot was kind of just like free rolling, and there's too much power on one side, which spun it.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to human trials. We're just fast tracking this experiment. Who's going first?
Rock, paper, scissors?
That's actually a pretty good way of doing it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Wait, I won?
Yeah, so yeah, you choose then.
I get to go.
Okay, all right, there we go, settled. So let's do this. Rocket rollerblade.
Rocket rollerblade.
3, 2, 1, launch.
I think it worked pretty well.
First human trial was a success.
I say it was, but like at the same time it wasn't.
Did you feel like you're moving at all?
I don't know, it felt like it, yeah. But like I know, we're ready for D. I like that we're working up.
We didn't get a ton of like forward thrust because C rockets are actually pretty small. And so we're gonna bump up now to the D, which is actually twice as powerful as the C rocket. It's also the one that we shot with it just solo, like with the rollerblade just as one. Once we get a little bit more comfortable with how it all works, we're gonna devise a system to where we can actually just shoot the rocket while moving forward already. This is the test with the D-class rockets at a standstill. 3, 2, 1, go!
I think we got like 3 miles per hour on that one.
Bro, you at least got going forward.
Yeah, but it was like one and then the other. They weren't like pushing together.
The fact that you like rolled away unscathed is a step in the right direction. Corey has rocked a C-class and a D-class rocket from a standstill. And so now I want to get comfortable with rocket rollerblading with the D-class rocket as well.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, it definitely got me moving forward. You really just have to keep your center of gravity like forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of boost, but I feel like the next best thing, throw on those E's, get going down the hill a bit. I think you could actually feel it.
She'll send you home.
Yeah. Here we are on version 3. This is the most risky by far. We're gonna tape the controllers down so that all you have to do is actually press the button and then the rocket actually engages. Do not touch that button.
My right foot is gonna fly from underneath.
Yeah, that's really bad. So, all right, so we have a connection here. All right, dude.
Let go of it.
Yeah, so you now are like booster man. You should be good here.
Hey, ready? 3, 2, 1. Right. Oh my god. Wow, and I felt it like start kicking me back.
Wow, dude, that looked like it was legit. Wow. The other one didn't go.
It didn't?
Wow.
Here, wait.
Do you want to do another one solo?
My name's Corey and this is Rocket Man.
Holy crap! Oh! I saved it. Thank you for letting me touch this. This is one small roll for mankind.
All right, so for our very last test, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the controller and we're gonna weave the wiring through these fireproof pants and through my shirt. It'll come out of the sleeve here. So essentially I can already have motion and I can be in control of when the rockets actually engage. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and ignition.
You went so far. It worked well?
That worked so well.
Really?
I can like really feel that kick. It was so interesting, like, cause you're already moving. I think it's actually easier while you're already moving.
Yeah, the thing is that we're like 150-pound like humans.
Yeah.
So for those little things to move us at all is crazy. But once you get something rolling, it's got momentum, so it makes everything easier.
It really does give you a little boost. It's like being in a video game. Okay, there we go, it worked. We designed a wing to go onto a rollerblade. We tested an actual rocket out in the desert to get some idea about rocketry. Then we took those same rocket engines and put them on rollerblades, and we started out actually just at a standstill. It worked okay, and then we started moving, going down a hill while engaging the rocket, and that was kind of insane.
It was awesome.
Make sure to go over to the Funk Bros channel because we're gonna be doing a bunch of crazy science experiments. If you guys like this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up in the comment section below. Let us know what else would you do with rockets. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you really soon. Oh my God.
That was smooth.
All right, go.